Hi everyone, yasas que kalasirsate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Fall is my favorite time of the year. Fall leading up to New Year's just is the time to indulge in sweets and all things cozy and delicious. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a phyllo apple pie that has a baklava type crust on the bottom, light and airy and crispy buttery phyllo all around, and on top a delicious lightly spiced apple filling in the center. This is so good. It's perfect if you want to make something different for your Thanksgiving table. Let's get started. So we're going to begin by making the apple pie filling, and you can make this days ahead of time because it keeps fresh in the refrigerator for a while. So we're going to begin with 3 pounds of Fuji apples. You can use Gala apples for this. Either of these apples will work. If you want a little bit of a tartar apple filling, you can use a Granny Smith apple. So we're going to peel them and then I'll core them. I'm just going to core them using a spoon because I don't have an apple corer. Then I'll slice them a little bit on the thicker side. So this is the size that you're looking for. They're going to cook twice. So we're going to caramelize them over the stovetop, and then they're going to bake for almost an hour in the oven. So I like a thicker apple so that way it holds its shape and it doesn't melt into the pie. That's the reason we're doing that. So they're going to go into a big bowl, and then I'm going to add a little pinch of salt, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar to this, 1 cup of light brown sugar. Over here I have 4.5 tablespoons or 50 grams of cornstarch and a heaping tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Toss everything all together, and then they're going to go in the skillet. So I have a large skillet heating over medium heat. I'll add a stick of butter to this. Unsalted butter is best. And once the butter is mostly melted, we'll add the apples with all those delicious flavors in there. This is going to cook over medium heat. You want to stay here close by, keeping a close eye on it. Depending on the apples you're using will dictate how much juice they're going to release. So sometimes you might need to add a little more cornstarch to this if it doesn't start to thicken once it starts to boil. So you're going to see that the juices are going to be released, and then as soon as it starts to boil, it should thicken fairly quickly. If it's cooking for a minute or two and it hasn't thickened considerably, you can whisk together a tablespoon of cornstarch with a little bit of water until it's smooth and add it to your pan so that way the mixture thickens up quickly. You don't want to keep the apples too long on the skillet because then they're going to begin to soften, and again they're going to have to cook in the oven a little longer. So we want them to keep their shape. So this is looking good. This is the consistency that you're looking for. Once it starts to thicken, take it off of the heat because the sauce will continue to thicken a little bit more. And then we're going to stir in about a cup of either heavy whipping cream. I'm out of heavy whipping cream, so I'm using half and half, and mix everything all together. It's going to thin it out just a little bit, and we want to set this aside to cool completely. While that's happening, we can make our syrup for this. This is a really easy syrup. Half a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of water, and a strip of orange peel or clementine peel. You can use lemon peel for this, and a little stick of cinnamon. We're going to bring this to a boil, and we're going to cook it just until the sugar dissolves. Take it off of the heat, stir in 1/4 to half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and about a tablespoon of honey. Whisk that all together and set it aside. Once your apple filling has cooled completely, we're going to assemble the pie. So I'm using a pound of phyllo today. This is the number 4 phyllo that we use for baklava. We're going to take 1 layer at a time, and I'm using a deep dish pie pan. You want a deep dish for this because we're going to get a lot of layers in here and lots of that apple filling. So we'll layer about half of the phyllo to make the bottom crust, and once we get to the second to last layer, we're going to take our nut mixture, which I forgot to tell you what's in it. I just ground up some walnuts in my food processor until they were finely ground, and then I just removed that little blade from the center and added in 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I just mixed it all together. If you want to put some fruit in here, like dried fruit like raisins or cranberries, you can. It'll just add a little more texture and sweetness. So we're going to add the nut layer to the phyllo and then cover it with 1 more layer of phyllo or 2. These 2 pieces are stuck together, so they're going in. You want to drizzle some butter between each layer that's going into the pan, and then we'll pour all of that cooled apple filling into the pan. Now, you can use the remaining phyllo to butter each layer and just make a simple top, like cover all of the apples with one layer of phyllo at a time and a little bit of butter. Or you can scrunch these up together and form little rosettes. What that's going to do, it's going to make it really pretty. You're going to get a nice crispy topping, and it just takes a few extra seconds of time to create that. And we'll take the remaining phyllo that's hanging over the sides of the pan and just create a little crust on the side. Brush everything generously with the remaining butter. And this is going to go in the preheated oven. It's preheating at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Closer to the bottom rack, we're looking at the middle towards the bottom rack, just that way it bakes evenly. And it'll bake for about an hour until it's beautifully golden all around and crisp. As soon as it comes out of the oven, we're going to pour the syrup on top. I like to concentrate on the edges of the crust because that's where I want most of the syrup to be. And then the remaining is going to go on top. The apple pie can sit at room temperature for a few hours until it fully sets. Then when you slice into it, you're just going to see how delicious and caramelized that filling is. I like to serve it topped with a scoop of ice cream and some coffee on the side, and it's ready to serve. And there you have it. A beautiful phyllo apple baklava pie is ready. It does take a tiny bit of work. I would make the apple pie filling ahead of time because it keeps fresh in the freezer for weeks. I mean, you could do this a few days ahead of time or make a couple batches of this because the apple filling can be used in so many desserts. And then you just put it together the day that you're serving it. I would make it early in the morning because it takes plenty of time to set. You can even do this the day before and bake the whole thing. Keep it refrigerated and then warm it through right before you serve it. Pour that syrup on top. And of course you can leave the syrup out for more of a crispier finish, and just top the phyllo off with confectioner's sugar and cinnamon and some toasted nuts. You can do that on top as well. I'll leave it up to you. I do like a little bit of syrup because the phyllo kind of soaks it up and it's still crispy on the top. Now, I think you guys are gonna love this one. Again, if you love apple desserts, this one is delicious. Let's do the taste test. Fall desserts have to be my all-time favorite. There's something so comforting about the whole combination of flavors. You have the caramelized apples. I go heavy with the cinnamon, so there's lots of cinnamon in there. Then you get the crunch from the nutty baklava filling at the bottom of the phyllo, the buttery, crispy phyllo on top, the soft parts of the phyllo that have absorbed the syrup. The whole combination of textures and flavors is so good. I think you guys are gonna love this one. You can print it out on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes, yes.